number plan. Now listen up. They said it was a Halloween themed show. I really don't like themed shows. It's one of my least favorite things to do. So I did my number from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And this next thing I have is the only thing I can think of is something really scary. But it's also quite educational at the exact same time. So even if you think to yourself, man, I hated Bob the Drag Queen, she wasn't talented, nor was she pretty, you will at least be able to say, I did learn one thing from this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me grab my prop. See, I also am really excited. Yeah! Here we go. I haven't done dinner theater in so long. This is really exciting. It's an equity show. I'm not supposed to move my own set pieces, but if you don't tell, I won't tell. The only thing really scary about this that I've noticed here in Philadelphia sometimes, are there any white people here today? Black folks always know each other like, black people actually have this ability to communicate without even speaking to each other. And you guys don't know that it's true, but I promise you it's true. Sometimes we can even finish each other's sandwiches. And for example, how many black people are here? Black people, make some noise. This is gonna blow the white people's minds. Watch this. We can finish other sentences. For example, I can say, you told Harpo to... I know it's scary. I know it's very, very scary. Right, but they're unionizing. You should have never let them learn to read. We can read now, motherfuckers. Now, this next number is about something that's very scary to white people. It was a controversy a couple of years ago, and it is one of my favorite things to do. Now, if you're easily offended, please stick around, because it just makes it more fun for me. Hit it!
Southern cookie icon admits to using racial slurs on several occasions. And ABC's Steve Osmasami has been tracking the story.
Newly released transcripts from her deposition last month, Dean is asked, quote, have you ever used the N-word yourself? Yes, of course, she said. And then later, I'm sure I have, but it's been a very long time. She also admits she once suggested to an assistant that she hire middle-aged black men who dress up in white jackets and black bow ties for an old Southern plantation's wedding. She says it was a look from the Civil War era, acknowledging it was when black slaves waited on white people. It says she didn't mean anything derogatory.
I'm just talking about a period of time where black people had no rights. So you talk about the 1600s, talk about 1964. You know, give or take a year, depending on when your town decides to act right. Now people go, what happened during slavery that can affect us today? During slavery, they used to take the biggest, strongest slaves and breed them and try their best to make big, strong, super slaves, okay? That's right. That's right. There's evidence of that today, like the NFL, for instance. This is why black people dominate every physical activity in the United States of America, okay? Basketball, baseball, football, boxing, track, even golf and tennis. As soon as they make a heated hockey rink, we're gonna take that shit. White people can say nigga. And I'm gonna let it out tonight. And white people are like, this is what I paid for. It's a great night now. The one time white people can say nigga. And here goes, listen closely, because I may never say this shit again. The one time white people can say that, okay, if it's Christmas Eve, and it's between 4:30 and 4:49 in the morning, if you white and you on your way to Toys R Us to get your kid the last Transformer doll, and right before you walk into Toys R Us, some black person runs up beside you, smacks you in the head with a brick, knocks you to the ground, stomps you in the face. Take that, you crack ass motherfucker. River dances on your head. Take that, you crack ass. Takes your money, pisses on you, and runs away. If you white at that moment, you can say, somebody stop that nigga!
If there's anyone out there that has never said something that they wish they could take back, if you're out there, please pick up that stone and throw it so hard in my head that it kills me. Please.
RuPaul and Santino rise to the Ice Bucket Challenge. ALS.
I don't know. You tell me, what's my name?
I'm from Hamburg, Germany, not in, where is the other Hamburg? America? Yeah, there are two Hamburgs.
Well, first I wanted to take the drag name Maleficent, but then that goddamn actress Angelina Jolie came up with a movie, so then I had to switch around. Then a friend of mine came actually said like, girl.
A group of friends and I were all standing around ejaculating on Academy Award winner Olympia Dukakis' face, and then I blacked out and I woke up and here I am.
Why don't you take my name? Because he was just like a pretty lady. And he was like, oh, if I will be a drag queen.
An ex-boyfriend gave me my drag name. He's dead now.
I was ever in love with Freddie Mercury, and everyone knows the crappy Disney one about Bambi. It's the story about me, but it's not the real stuff because I shot my mother first.
Fantasy drag name. And I was like, what's your drag name then? And he said like, well.
My drag name comes from the neighborhood in San Francisco called the Marina, and the Marina bitches were all the ladies walking around in their juicy tracksuits with their dogs and their Starbucks coffees who now run that city.
Wasn't it?
And one thing led to the other, and here she is, Shandy is born.
Drag?
Okay, I've been doing drag not for so long, since maybe yesterday, you can see.
That's wrong.
I've been doing drugs for about 2 weeks straight.
My favorite color... My favorite color is pink.
Well, don't you see? It's green, huh? My name is Absinthia, absolute. So it comes from absinthe. I love absinthe and all types of green. Toxic green, glitter green, soft green.
My favorite color? Fluorescent beige. Haha! Yes! Praise God. Can I get a name, man?
Crazy green, yellow green.
My favorite color is blonde.
My favorite color would be a reluctant peach.
Neon green, toxic green. Yeah, don't forget about toxic green. Water green? Well, sometimes water can be green as well.
No. Aha! She's a lot of things, but she's not a Gaga girl. Praise God.
Alright, what? Sorry. Excuse me. Wake up, white.
I'd fuck Manila Luzon, straight up. I just really would fuck her.
How can I say this in a sentence?
Look, I'm not claiming to be the cause, but I had my role to play.
I can see Russia from my house.
Grass green, palm green, olive green, smaragd green. Smaragd green. That's my favorite.
I'd like to think that the gays did their part and really brought Russia to its knees, but you know, I think at the end of the day, we're gonna see that Putin's gonna be sucking Obama's dick.
Oh, I will fuck Putin. Oh, definitely. You know, with a little kickback over it. Looks just fine.
Barack Obama. I love me some chocolate. I need a chocolate bar. Do we have any chocolate bars? You brought chocolate, right?
Kim Jong-un, because he has his own country. Think of all the shoes he could buy me.
Maybe Merkel. She's looking very hot these days.
Well, I'm always honest, so I have to tell you, she's not having sex.
I'm sorry, I don't need any plastic surgery because I'm wonderful as I am.
I would get plastic surgery to look like myself. Because yeah.
I'd want to look like Scooby-Doo, but with a bigger dick.
That's a dumb question.
I would kill the doctor, grab the check, and run for it, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the question and I won't respond to it.
Am I tucked? My shirt's tucked in.
To who what now? Who what where who me she does not know. That is.
Girl, what are you always saying when you doesn't know what to say? What was it again, huh? Yeah, what was it?
Yes.
I don't even understand, so I'm very confused all these days.
I don't understand either. I don't understand, bitch. I really don't understand.
I've tried out every year.
Oh, I'm sorry, girls. Excuse me. Sorry, you didn't actually make this. Fucking bitch.
Okay. Yeah, that sealed the deal. Yes. Sports bra. Ooh, I'm hard. Okay, now. Luckily, my wig's under my wig's under my dick. My dick is under my wig. See what happens? I'm reading the teleprompter. Okay, now, if you like, our little Asian delight. 1, 2, 3. It looks like a fortune cookie. 1, 2, 3. And this audience wants to pop it open and find their lucky number. Your lucky number. What's my lucky number? 69. Incidentally, at her family's restaurant, that shrimp and garlic sauce. Listen! 69 special. I got a special what? Special sauce! Can you travel with me? Oh, I will. I need somebody to do my nails. Okay, listen! If Gia Gunn would have acted like this, she might have won, you know? Instead of being an asshole. I love you, bitch. No offense. Y'all are not winners. You just failed to succeed. Okay, listen. We gotta thank all of them. Please thank all these people for coming up here and working with me. And I wanna thank everybody for coming out tonight. We got, of course, another act coming up right after this. And then, of course, for the rest of the
Drag
weekend,
Lives of Perth's reunion special begins tonight.
Why would you say that, Perry?
I simply replied with something that I had heard.
Darling, the situation here is real, unlike your nose.
You don't know anything about my life.
My husband's 71.
Yours smells like mothballs.
I'm aware. Look, just don't speak to me. You're literally just a piece of shit. You are a piece of
And it starts now.
While these girls run their mouths, I run the most successful nightclub in Perth.
I may no longer be a porn star, but my money is still where my mouth was.
I may not have a husband or money, but one thing I do have is crippling low self-esteem.
My husband may be a dirty sugar daddy, but I'm still Queen Bee.
Hello and welcome to the reunion special of The Real Drag Wives of Perth. I'm your host, Jermaine DeVars, and here with me, I have my 4 special ladies, Veronica Jean Jones, Scarlett Adams, Katja Kokoff, and Perry Oxide. Let's start with you, Veronica. How are you doing today?
Hey Jermaine, thank you so much for having me. I'd like to thank Dr. Chang for my fillers and the Xanax prescription that got me here. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Let's talk about what you're wearing today. It's very, Swarovski, a bit of green in there.
This is a vintage Ruth Tarvadas from 1998. It's
Okay.
actually covered in Swarovski.
Right.
Very girly.
I'm getting some Little Mermaid vibes in what you're wearing at the moment.
Yes, I'm Ariel with areolas.
Okay, nice. Scarlett Adams, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Very well. So we're looking like we're in the theme of, some animals. You've got some ostrich feathers down at the bottom there.
Yeah, thank you. This is actually Marc Jacobs Spring Summer 2016.
Okay.
It's all very flora, fauna, so he's gone with like an ostrich feather and some Swarovski on a mesh.
Okay,
I thought it was really
nice.
beautiful, so I thought I'd get it for tonight.
Any reason for the colour? You're wearing all black?
Not really. I just think it's nice and slimming.
Okay. Always good to look hot on set,
Always. I
Camera
always
adds a
look
few
hot, baby,
pounds.
on set or off.
Katja Kokoff, how are you?
Very well, darling. How are you?
Yeah, doing very well. Bit of black, beige and white going on here. Explain the look.
Yes, a little lace and tulle number here. Circa Vivienne Westwood 1984.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And I heard you went a bit crafty with that lace. Tell us what's going on
Oh,
there.
we did. Well, the lace here was white, and I
Mhm.
wasn't a fan of it. And obviously, being vintage, you can't rebuy this lace, so I coloured it in with a Sharpie.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Living on that glamorous marker life.
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Perry Oxide, how are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, doing very well. I'm not sure if the viewers at home can see, but Perry is wearing some navy blue today. Explain why you chose that colour or the look.
Well, look, we all know that I enjoy vintage, so this is some nice vintage Dior from France. It belonged to my mother.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, so is your mum okay with you wearing that?
She's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, she's dead. Okay, well, okay. Thanks, girls, for joining me on this season. It was a great season indeed, but the season hasn't ended yet, though. We've had viewers stalk the drag wives' every move after the filming, reporting through social media. Jordan from Mount Lawley has tweeted us saying, "Why did Perry say in a radio interview that Katja's mansion in Dalkeith is rented?" Katja, is this true?
Rented. Rented.
Rented.
Everything I own, I own. I've never rented anything in my life. Why would you say that, Perry?
No, I'm sorry. Something's been misconstrued. That's not how I meant it to come off at all.
So well, how did you mean it?
Well, I was simply just asked questions in a radio interview, and they asked me. They said, are Katja and her husband planning on downsizing since their children have left home? And I simply said, well,
are you planning on downsizing?
I'm trying to explain what really happened, so there's kind of no need for you to get really bitchy.
Okay, Perry, just explain what's happening.
All I was going to say was I got asked a question and I simply replied with something that I had heard.
Okay, heard from?
I heard it from Veronica.
Veronica!
So Veronica was telling people, aren't you guys best friends?
Yes?
Yes.
Supposedly?
Me and Katja have been friends for a very long time, but since she's been an alcoholic, she's been coming to Apple and taking drink cards from the bar. I mean, I was dealing with it for about 10 months, love, but by the time you've taken 50 tequila bottles from the bar in one evening, you can only go so far.
It's really a problem, and if anything...
Oh, shut up, Mary.
So, Katja, what do you have to say for yourself?
Veronica, it's not what you think. Veronica, my husband is 71 years old. Do you know what that's like?
No, I don't.
I can't do the things he needs me to do sober.
So then why are you stealing bar cards instead of paying for them?
Because I can't afford the rent.
I knew it.
All right, well, it seems like this issue hasn't really been all that cleared up, so why don't we just take a break? We'll calm down. Coming up, we chat about Veronica's new hot bartender that got everyone feeling a bit frisky. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Season 1 reunion of The Real Dragwives of Perth. Now, things got a bit exciting when Veronica hired a hot new bartender for a new club, Apple. And although Perry was the first to serve, it seemed like everyone else wanted a piece of his apple pie. Take a look.
Well, today me and the girls had some cheeky bevies out on the penthouse apartment.
Oh, ladies, have you heard? Misty fucking Slatable is back in town. Oh my god. I swear to god, if she gets another job back at Storm, I'm gonna throw pop puns from her from this fucking balcony. I get an amen for that, bitches. What a stupid fat cunt. Oh, careful now.
And then after that, I had this message from this guy that I completely forgot that I had to interview for a job at the bar.
Oh, girls, I've got to go. I've got a job interview. Do you mind? Do you mind? I'm so sorry.
Toodles! So his name was Andy and he was pretty hot from what I remember.
Girls, this is Andrew, potential employee.
Oh my gosh, he was so cute. If I wasn't married, oh. If I say I wasn't smitten, I would be lying, and that's definitely a Scarlet thing, so I was smitten.
Love, you know what you should do? Go get his digits.
No.
Yes, get his number.
But I don't know if I'm ready for something just yet.
Oh, darling, you should. You need to move on, darling, from your old husband, Blake.
Like everything that happened with Blake, I've just kind of been feeling really down on myself lately. So it was just really nice to have friends there to kind of like support me and just like push me forward to kind of, you know, get over that little depressive hump that I've kind of been in. So Andrew, are you going to be working as a topless bartender at Veronica's bar?
Hope so, if I get the job.
Oh, well, I mean, we could help evaluate if you want.
I'm not sure. If I take my shirt off, can you put in a good word for me?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we haven't seen you topless, but like...
Oh, I'll take it up.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, that body. Oh my god, it was so chiseled. Those abs. Oh, I just wanted to lick them up and down. Oh my god, if they were any sharper, I'd cut my tongue on them.
Like, honestly, if you give me your number though, I can point you in the direction of the best waxer in Perth because I am top to toe completely smooth. I don't know if it was just a couple of glasses of Moe or if it was, you know, like Scarlet and Katja just, oh, get his number. But I don't know, I just had like a little bit of an adrenaline rush and was like, you know what, what's the worst that could happen? If I get his number, he'll say no. Like, if I get his number, he'll say yes, then I don't know, so.
Andrew, the interview went really well, but I wish I asked you to take your shirt off. Why is it off now?
Oh, your friend Perry told me to.
Look, don't listen to anything Perry has to say. You will have your shirt off when you're in my bar working for me. Do not listen to her, darling. Don't even hang out with her. She's not worth it. She's Perry Mockside.
She's so broke. She's probably the toilet smoking cocaine right now.
Broke with expensive taste. I don't think Andrew should be hooking up with a girl like Perry. She has no class, no sass, and she definitely does not have an ass like mine. But unfortunately, some guys are blind and I just have to see the light and show it to them. Well, darling, if Perry has your number, I want your number. And your fucking Facebook too.
Me too. Oh, well, I mean, I love Perry, but for lack of a better word, she's a pig. I mean, she's had a terrible coke habit. She's got no money. She's totally broke.
She doesn't need him.
It was just kind of like a nice feeling just to kind of feel like I was actually not in that kind of like downward spiral, and I was like being supported by all of these girls. Like it's just really welcoming, just really warming.
No Andrew for you, Perry.
All right, so we've got the footage showing up there. Perry, how do you feel about that?
I feel pretty fucking awful, to be honest. Literally just me trying to find someone else, and you two feel the need. I don't know, do you get enjoyment from tarnishing me in front of someone? Don't shake your head. What?
Girls, what's the reason for that? Why do you guys feel the need to do that?
Well, basically, we saw him first. Chick sticks rules.
She's wearing her dead mother's dress.
Sorry, this is coloured in with Sharpie.
Yours is from the 1940s.
I'm aware.
Yours smells like mothballs.
No, it doesn't. It smells lovely, unlike your fucking cunt. So
I douche daily.
Do you?
Twice if I've got a client.
Just don't speak to me.
Okay, so like, I mean, clearly, Karcher, Veronica, you two are married.
Oh my god, you are all such sluts. I can't believe it. You're both fucking married. How gross.
Look, we've all seen your
Scarlett,
video.
Scarlett,
We've all seen what
You
you
don't
can
know
do with a
anything about my
cucumber, sweetheart.
life.
Scarlett, you seem to be the one who hasn't flirted. How do you feel about this whole situation and what's
Oh,
going on?
I have a man at home who does me good, honey. I don't need to be like flirting with all these hot boys at bars. Yuck, that is so unprofessional.
Well, that is quite funny because Karcher actually has a screenshot of a text message to Perry's ex-husband Blake. Let's have a look here. So the message here says, "Hey Blake, it's Scarlett. I heard what happened between you and Perry. Sorry to hear about that, but if you'd like to come over, I can give you the Scarlett treatment." Do you want to explain that, Scarlett?
Did you want to?
Oh,
Do you wanna
that is not
explain
how
that?
it sounds. That is not how it sounds. Oh my god.
Is that 300 an hour or
So
150?
Perry,
Rude.
your friend Scarlett has been texting your ex-husband. I mean, you must feel pretty outraged.
What?
You came to my house and you sat with me and we ate peanut brittle and we shared. And you said to me that if you feel awful, if you feel afraid of anything that's going to happen because of what happened with you and Blake, then you said to go to you. But clearly you've just gone and told Blake that as well.
Oh my god, look
No,
at
don't
yourself
give me
in
a
the
fucking-
mirror,
no,
girl.
no,
You look like
no,
shit.
stop!
Coming on this show dressed in that
No,
fucking
literally
dress,
stop.
bitch.
Literally just fucking stop for a second. What the fuck? Literally my ex-husband.
Okay, calm the fuck down,
That's
girl.
fucking crazy.
Calm the fuck
I'm
down.
crazy fucking
You're
nana.
fucking crazy.
Your vintage dress. Salvos, what the fuck?
Do you feel like a good person? Do you feel like a good person?
I feel like a rich person.
Great, amazing. Okay.
So yeah.
You are. You're a cunt. You're literally just a fucking awful, shit-eating, wank cunt, fucking bitch, whore, fuck cunt, shit
Wait,
piece of
fuck
shit.
you. You are a piece of fucking
I'm a
shit,
piece of
girl.
shit. I'm a piece
You're
of shit.
fucking shit.
I'm a piece of
Okay.
shit.
Get people in.
Fucking.
Guys,
Calm
stop
down.
it. This is
Guys,
not
calm down.
cool. This
Seriously.
is fucking TV.
Calm down.
What the? Oh,
Come on,
fuck
seriously.
Let's take a break.
Take a break. We're taking a break. We're taking a break. Welcome back to the reunion of season 1 of The Real Drag Wives of Perth. Perry is currently cooling off after a confrontational moment with Scarlett after some flirty text conversations with her ex-husband Blake were exchanged. And I think Perry is coming back to the studio now. Welcome back, Perry. Are you feeling better, Perry?
Yeah, fine.
You're fine?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, Scarlett, do you have anything you want to say to Perry after we've had some time to cool down? So, is there anything you'd like to say at all?
Perry, I am sorry. I shouldn't have texted your ex-husband. I should have known that like that was like no-go territory. I'm sorry.
Amazing. Great. Okay, great.
Perry, is there anything you want to say?
Thank you, Scarlett, for apologising. Here's your wig back.
I think maybe we should give her a hug.
This is a vanity, so thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Excellent. All right, so the pair is kind of feeling a bit better now. I know Perry still may need a bit more time to kind of recollect herself. Karcher, Veronica, was there anything you'd like to say to each other at all?
Well, look, Karcher, on my behalf, I have to apologise. I mean, sometimes I can get a bit hot-headed working at the club as well. I know that you have a problem and we should help each other out. We should take you to Alcoholics Anonymous next week after our micro appointment on Tuesday.
Thank you, darling. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'm due for another. And I'm so sorry about stealing all the drink cards. That was very low of me.
It's all right. We just use them on the printer anyway. I'll just get you another sheet of 10.
I
we
need
give each
them.
other a hug? Oh, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. Excellent. So it looks like we're doing all right. So that's pretty good. Well, guys, that's a wrap for season 1. Thanks for joining me, Veronica, Scarlett, Karcher, and Perioxide. For more of tonight's episode, head on to ECU Play on your mobile phone or tablet. Join us again next year for season 2 of The Real Drag Wives of Perth. I'm your host, Jermaine Devars. Good night.